Sometimes you come across a movie that defies definition, as the director takes the viewer to all sorts of different places. The Rivals of Amziah King is one such case, as it begins one way and then goes somewhere wildly unexpected. Well, it's already throwing curveballs at you in the opening scenes. For a good chunk of it, I was enjoying spending time with these characters, especially the titular beekeeper and honeymaker, as there's some hangout movie vibes. I was not as sure what to make of it in the second half, as the plot takes quite the turn. Nonetheless, I did sort of admire what director Andrew Patterson was attempting to do here as he explores the character relationships. I thought the best aspect of the movie was Matthew McConaughey's performance as Amziah. There's something captivating about the way he talks about honey and the bees that create it and the genuine passion he has for the work. We just sort of hang out with him as we learn the ropes of this business alongside his foster daughter. Patterson has scenes that just allow us to take in the environment and the respect Amziah has for the bees' work, and then he'll throw in an unexpected comedic scene. A high point comes at a school infested with bees, and we see the entire unusual process taken to remove them. Even something as simple as learning about the right food to eat at a potluck has its charms. At a certain point, the movie takes a sudden shift towards darker territory, with Patterson pulling an especially risky move here. It becomes more of a crime movie and mystery and somewhat detached from what came before, although there are still a few elements of the hangout movie as Katera becomes a part of this community and the people who live there, including Cole Sprouse as a restaurant employee who somehow knows a lot more than expected. The pacing does slow down a bit here as the pieces are put together, but Patterson will sometimes hit you with a big moment. It's really more of a character study about Katera as she makes certain decisions that made me wonder how I felt about her exactly. The way the film handles another beekeeper, played by Kurt Russell, is also interesting as it peels away more about him and we wonder about his exact motivation. Patterson directs the action scenes well, with a chase serving as a particular high point of the second half. I was just vibing well enough with the beginning and just seeing this community and the friends Amziah has strung together that I needed to adjust for the direction taken later. The Rivals of Amziah King can certainly not be called conventional, as Andrew Patterson throws all sorts of major tonal shifts. These tonal shifts are not necessarily a bad thing, they just somewhat threw me for a loop, which may have been the intention. I think it's also credit to how much McConaughey pulled me in, and he definitely had my attention, with the charm and suaveness he brings to the role, along with humor at his rare outbursts. It might require sitting with it a little while longer to process what occurs over its 2 hours, but I did find enough to appreciate in its wild storyline.